Hi, I'm Turk Strongman at the Ronki Ramachuraka. Thank you for selecting this video on letting go. Before I continue, a friendly reminder and a humble request to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. I believe it is in your own best interest to do that. And while you're at it, activate the notification bell feature. And by the end of this video, if it turns out that you liked it, then please remember to give it a thumb up and share the joy of the channel with others. Now, with those humbling requests having been humbly stated, let's move on to letting go. Let's start with just my own case, and then how this relates to you. I have found it difficult to let go of things. Not necessarily personal items. I'm talking about events, things, occurrences, states of affairs that I look back on fondly. For example, just to clarify the affair here, when I lived in New York City in my 20s, late teens through early 20s, in the lower east side of New York City, Manhattan, in the neighborhood then called Alphabet City, or the lower east side, which is now called the East Village. Things have changed a lot. And if I go there, which I don't anymore because it just breaks my heart to see it now, I remember the old days. I remember events that happened there, people I knew there that were worth remembering, that are worth remembering. I even ended up writing a short book on things, 9 things that happened there. Things that should be known. Things that perhaps have faded too rapidly into the past and out of memory. And there are no traces of them left there. Now, I don't like to go there because I don't. When I do, it's like I'm looking through a filter. I'm seeing in my mind what was, but with my eyes, what is. And it's heartbreaking to me. It's hard to let these things go. That's why I wrote some of them in a book. Because they are of value in various ways. Now, as I'm getting older, I still wonder, where do things go? What happens? Things are so important when they're happening. But then they fade into the past and become like a dream. And sometimes I wonder whether some things that occurred in the past and people I knew were just a dream I had once. It becomes hard to distinguish the one from the other. The apparent dreamlike quality of events that are fading from memory, from actual memories. But let go of them. I must. It's helping me prepare to do that. It's helping me to prepare for the end of my life. I actually don't want to feel an attachment to those things. A positive attachment or a negative one. A good feeling one or a bad feeling. For one thing, I don't want to be drawn back to these things in a manner of reincarnation just because I feel attached to things. Now, how does this apply to you? Well, pretty much in the same manner. You're going, if you're not getting up in the years, so to speak, you will. It's inevitable. Every time you celebrate a birthday, maybe the celebration is a way to cover up a potential sadness that can occur. So cover it up with something happy feeling. Also, as a congratulations for having made it another year. But as this occurs, you are getting closer to having to give things up. Why make it a sudden event, one full of regret and remorse and wishes and attachments? Well, practice now. What are some ways to do that? Especially if you have difficulty along these lines, like I have found for myself, difficulties in doing this. Well, give attention to things now as they are happening. Pay attention to what you're doing. Pay attention to how things feel. Give them their due attention as soon as you can. Sure, some things require a little extra time. Maybe a daily closure method, like I give here on my channel. I think I have uploaded that, the daily closure technique. If I haven't, well, then that has yet to come, and is something for you to look forward to on my channel. A daily review to give things their attention that they didn't get when they were happening earlier in the day. This is largely for emotional closure. Now, once that's done, if things pop back up and strike you emotionally later, then you can correctly, with justification, tell yourself, wait, whoa, I already felt that. I already did that. That got his due attention already. And another thing, if you find that giving things, they're paying attention to things, getting the value out of them as they are happening, being involved in your life as it's happening makes it harder to let things go because you recognized their significance soon, like either right away or soon thereafter. Well, then it may appear that, it may strike you that, okay, now that I've recognized the significance, now I don't want to let it go. You can transform this into okay, no, it got its recognition from me. I can let it go because of that. Try not to do things you're going to regret later. We all know that. Some of us don't practice it enough. Give things their due attention as soon as you can, if not while they're happening. And practice letting them go. Emotionally, it's the emotional attachment that's the biggie. So practice your emotional involvement as things are happening, or at least at the end of the day, or at the longest, at the end of the day. Then practice letting them go, detaching from them before they pile up. I think I've said enough about this. So, did you like the video? Then let me know that. Let others know that by giving it a thumb up. You can also do it by making a constructive, positive, friendly comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. As I said, I think it's in your own best interest. Activate the notification bell feature and share the joy of the channel with others. This is Taran Ramanturaka, and I'm Turk Strawman. Be well. Peace be with you. See you next time.